Hey guys, Ando here. We're going to do a little chicken portabello with Madeira wine. Starting with a nice chicken breast that we got from the organic chicken store. No, just kidding, but it is organic. If you want to remove this tenderloin, you can also add that to your dish. You're going to lightly pound this because you don't want this little tenderloin in there. So you just pull that bad boy right out of there. It's kind of chewy. Don't want that. Okay, we're going to cut this chicken into 6 medallions. Keeping them about a 1/4 inch thick. We want 6 medallions because we're going to do 2 entrees here, 3 medallions each. We're going to lightly pound these, season these, and flour these. I'm going to show you a trick on how to save a little time in the kitchen. It's an old trick of mine from the trade. You know, I've been a chef for a long time. So basically what you want to do, flour your pan, or with your pan, your seasoning pan. I use paper plates, and salt and pepper that pan. I'll show you why in just a second. Save you some time seasoning. So using these paper plates are convenient. And a lot less to wash when you clean it up. So I'm going to lightly pound this chicken, flattening it out so that one side's not as thicker than the other, so it cooks evenly in your pan. You don't want to shred it, you don't want to beat it till it's falling apart. Slightly pound it. Nice meat tenderizer, excuse me. Once you get your chicken lightly pounded, especially that one, nice and light, just go ahead and add that to your paper plate with the flour, salt, and pepper on the bottom. You're already pre-seasoning your chicken without having to turn it over. Salt and pepper that side, this side, every other side. So this makes it a little bit easier, a lot faster. These are quick meals that you can do like a pro. So you want to salt and pepper the top of your chicken. And another little trick here is one of these tea baskets. You put your tea in, fill that with flour, and just dust your chicken that way. So you don't have to have a dredging pan and all of these things that you just don't need. So now we have our chicken breaded and seasoned flour. You can turn it over, loosen your chicken up, and there you go. You're ready to go right on your plate. You don't have to mess 3 pans up. Lightly seasoned and floured. Okay. And what we're going to do next is clean our portabello. We'll just set this on our paper plate over here. You're going to lose this contaminated cutting board. This is very simple, but a couple of tricks to your portabello. They're very beefy. You want to pull this stem, and this is what I consider to be the beard. You want to get that beard out of there because it's spongy, it's mushy, it doesn't taste very well. You want to scrape it out with a teaspoon. And it's dark. It will discolor lighter color sauces. So if you want to keep your sauce from turning darker colors, some of these beards will do that. Excuse me. Okay, now you got the beard nice and clean. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the edge of this mushroom off. Just using the beefsteak part, a nice thick meaty part of the mushroom. And there you have that. We're going to get rid of that. Use the same paper plate. And cut this up real quick. In this case, we're just going to dice it. Okay. And next we're going to add a little Madeira wine chicken stock. Moving over to the stove, and we'll show you how to cook it. Hang on. Now here we go. We add a little olive oil to the pan, our seasoned chicken. We're getting a little opaque, so we want to get around the edges there. We'll flip our chicken. This nice olive oil look to it. Slightly golden. And again, on all the chicken dishes using a breast, Don't overcook it. You'll just dry it out. If necessary, use a thermometer, but this is only going to take about 3 minutes from the time I add everything to it in the hot stock for this dish to be ready. And a little trick. We're going to do another stinger sauce here today, which means that we're going to add flour to the pan to thicken this. Using the same oil. We just dust the center of the pan here a little bit, and that's going to help us to thicken our sauce. I'm going to take this and just zip it around here, incorporate that flour with the oil. You can toss it a little bit at this point, mess around with it. Here we go. Alright, let's get our mushrooms in there. Looking good, looking good. We have our beefsteak portobellos. And these things take about as much time as this chicken does to cook. So they're a little thick and they do absorb a lot of liquid, so you may have to add a little more stock to this. But what you will see from the flour that I just added to the pan, we start a roux. And it does help with the flour on the chicken, but in most cases, depending upon the volume of your sauce, you're going to have to add a little more flour to the pan itself. Going to add a Madeira wine. What you will see is this start to thicken. Looking good, looking good. Now we want to add a little bit of our chicken stock that I keep hot back here on the stove. Good stock, good food. It's all what your ingredients are all about. There's good ingredients, good wine, good stock. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the best Marsala or Madeira on the planet, but me, you know, middle of the road's good. When it comes to cooking wines, they don't have to be exceptional in certain dishes. Yes, they do. But we'll toss that around a little bit, and there you go. Now you could add a broccoli to this, more mushroom, extra mushroom, anything you like at this point. It's just to keep it simple and keep it delicious. You just have the portobellos with the Madeira wine, nice chicken stock. All I did was add a little roux, oil, salt, pepper, flour. Now if you did want this gluten-free, just skip the flour, go straight to the pan with your chicken, season, no flour. Do the same routine here, but at the end, instead of using the flour and the stinger method like I just showed you, what we're going to do is make a little cornstarch slurry, and you can thicken it that way. And what we have here is a little more stock. I'm going to zip this around a little bit. We're almost done here, guys. 8 to 10 minutes, soup nuts in the pan, you're done. Now at this point, you can break your chicken off. It's done. I'm going to make one dish here. One big plate of chicken portabello, Madeira wine. Portabello, oh yes. It smells great, guys, it smells great. Anyway, look at this. You got that nice mushroom color. You want to see why you want to take those beards off? They're very dark. Okay, and at that point, you don't want to really overcook your mushrooms. This dish will continue to cook. Sauce your chicken. And there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. This is Ando signing out. Take care.